Hey y'all, it's TNT. So today I'm gonna do a Q&A video. So I posted a status on Instagram and told people to ask me questions. It could be about anything, about my life, about my experience here at UCLA so far, advice, anything. So let's get started. So first question is, what was the name of the first person you ever had a crush on, and why did you like them? So the name, that's so specific. So the name of the first person I ever had a crush on his name was Eric, and this was in 3rd grade and 4th grade when I lived in Connecticut. And what was the rest of that? Why did I like them? I mean, it was elementary school. It was just a crush. I can't explain why I liked him. I guess I liked him because he had swag. How much swag as a 3rd grader or 4th grader can have. But I remember the first time I decided I liked him is we were sitting next to each other during story time on that little alphabet carpet, and I don't know, he just kept scooting close to me, so I was like, I guess I like him. I don't know, but yeah, that was my first crush, and then I actually ended up just really liking him all the way through 4th grade, and then yeah, I wonder what he's doing now. I think we're Facebook friends or something, so there's a possibility he could see this. But yeah, Eric, I did like you. I had a crush on you. What's my biggest pet peeve? I would say my biggest pet peeve is body odor. So if somebody has like some stank breath and they're all up in my face, or if somebody didn't put deodorant on and I could just smell them, or like smells really bother me. Sometimes it's not just body odor. It can be like if somebody hasn't took the trash out in a long time, or like smells. Bad smells are my pet peeve. I like good smelling stuff, or things with no smell at all. Okay, what's the hardest class I've ever taken? The hardest class I've ever taken has to be this cluster that I'm taking now here at UCLA, which is neuroscience, mind over matter. It's a really interesting class, but it is really hard because we're learning about every aspect of the brain that you could possibly learn about. We're relating it to psychology and to literature and mental illnesses and diseases of the brain, like all of these different things, and it's just like a lot of information to remember, and then you have to know exactly how the neuron functions and yeah. So if you're majoring in neuroscience or you want to study neuroscience, props to you, because I think it's really hard. I guess this would be an advice one, making friends in college. I'm a first year, so I personally feel it's not that hard to make friends in college. Or from my personal experience is I'm willing to talk to any and everybody. I did a program called FSP. That could be a whole nother story. So I'm just going to come into fall quarter because of that summer program I did, I already had friends. But coming into fall quarter, I wanted to make new friends. So say I would go to the dining hall by myself. If I would see somebody else sitting by themselves, I'd be like, hey, can I eat with you? And they'll be like, of course. They'll say yeah, because majority of the time they would say yes, because they want to make friends too. So making friends in college is not that hard. It's one of those things where a lot of people don't know each other, and everybody's looking for their little clique or who they want to make friends with. And if you get involved in like programs or clubs, more than likely that club is going to become your family. Friends of friends. So if you have a group of friends, my friend Thea, who's over here in the corner right now, we met through mutual friends, and me and Thea are like really close now. So you can meet friends of friends. It's all a cycle. Like you're going to meet your friends' roommates, and you might become friends with their roommates, and there's people everywhere. We're all young. We're all the same age. We all want to have fun. We're all going through the same struggle. And there's going to be people you can relate to. So making friends in college is like, it's lit. It's pretty cool. Tips on improving your college GPA. not being afraid to ask for help. If you're struggling in classes, or if you have a GPA you're not satisfied with, you need to go that extra mile and get to know your TAs, get to know your professor. Like, we have to look at as our professors are human beings too. Yes, they're teaching our course, but you can't be afraid to talk to them. If you have a question, don't be afraid to ask it. And if somebody tries to make you feel stupid or dumb for asking a question, then that's their loss, because we're all, the point of a university is to learn. So if they're not willing to offer their knowledge, then they shouldn't be here. Go to office hours. Do tutoring. If you have tutoring on campus, especially free tutoring, definitely take advantage of it. Make sure you build a relationship with a counselor. Make sure you're satisfied not only academically but socially and physically as well, because that does have an effect on your GPA, not directly, but if you're going to class and you're in a bad mood, you're not going to be engaged in the material, and the lecture you're not going to want to learn. So you want to make sure you have yourself together, and don't be afraid to ask for help, and that will really improve your GPA. Going that extra mile, studying a little bit more, forming study groups. The list can go on and on, but those are some of the things I would say. Are you crushing currently? I don't know. I mean, somewhat, I should say. I don't really know how to answer this question. It's like a yes or no question. I would say yes, I guess, but it's nothing serious. It's just like somebody I'm interested in. Yeah. They be playing games. How to be so happy. How to be so happy. Smile a lot. I don't know. I'm one of those people, if I'm ever in a bad mood or I find myself not being in my normal happy mood that I'm in, I would literally just count my blessings. Think about all the wonderful things you have been blessed with, it could be even the smallest things, like I'm thankful that I have toenails. I am blessed that I have clothes to put on my body. I'm blessed that I can wake up in the morning and brush my teeth. I'm blessed that I have the ability to speak, that I can hear, that I can see. Even if you can't see, be blessed that you have glasses or contacts. Be blessed that you're at UCLA. Just count your blessings. Admire the small things. Don't focus too much on negative things. Be positive, get to know people, accept people for who they are, and just really find joy in every little thing that you come across. And I feel that can overall contribute to your happiness. And number one thing is knowing that the only thing and the only person that you can rely on is yourself, because at the end of the day, people can always fail. So you can't rely on other people for your happiness. But when you find genuine joy in your everyday life and yourself and what you're doing, and you can allow yourself to be proud of your accomplishments and know that there's room for improvement, but you're gonna get there one day. And just look in the mirror and smile and be happy with the body you're in, because you can't change that. Like, you are you for a reason, and find out what your purpose is in life and just enjoy every day and be happy. Yeah. Any plans on trying out for the UCLA Spirit Squad? Right now, no. I think about it. I used to cheer my freshman and sophomore year of high school, and that was I had a love-hate experience with cheer. But as far as being on a Spirit Squad here at UCLA, I feel like that would be very, very challenging to balance everything that I'm doing now, and not to mention that they are like A1 since day one. Like, they're really good. And as far as like dancing and cheering and all of that, I feel like I would have trouble keeping up. I don't know, maybe next year my mind would change and I might try out. What's your biggest fear? This is a hard one. I would say, okay, I'm gonna say my two biggest fears. Number one would be dying in a very tragic and painful way, rather that be from like a horrible illness or like a plane crash or like a car accident and the car blows up or something. I don't know. Like a slow, painful death is a big fear. And my other thing would be dying and having a bad image or having like a bad legacy. Basically not living my life to the fullest, but having a negative impact on the world would be one of my biggest fears. I don't know how I could do that. I hope I would never do that, but if that makes sense. Can you discuss a little bit about being black at UCLA? I gotcha. Being black at UCLA, you'll have a love-hate relationship with the university, because right now, this is from my experience, my personal experience, with there only being with only 4% of the campus being black, you'll start to notice the little things. At times you'll feel like you don't fit in. You'll really understand what racism is. And even just being here at the university, it's challenging, because I have multiple people tell me, oh, you only got into UCLA because you're black. But if they if they knew what affirmative action was and that Prop 209 allowed that not to happen anymore. So it's just like, you'll come across a lot of ignorance being black at UCLA. Being black in predominantly white areas, anywhere being black in America, you're going to experience this. But people will question you just to irk you. People's ignorance will really get on your nerves. People will throw a blackface party and see nothing wrong with it. People will ask, why do the black Bruins complain so much when there's obvious a lot of racial tension on campus, but the fact that people don't want to acknowledge it, or they just tend to overlook it, it's really challenging. You'll basically learn that America wasn't made for you, basically. This university wasn't made for you to be here and stay here. The United States wasn't made for you to be here and stay here. And it's with a lot of minorities, really. It's not just being black, but being underrepresented, whether it's your sexual orientation, your religion. If you're different, people are going to make you feel that you don't belong. And it's going to make you stronger being in small numbers, because number one, it's going to really allow you to understand who you are, and it's going to allow you to be able to conquer a lot of the obstacles you're going to face. You're going to want to learn more about your history. If you don't know your history, you don't know yourself. So it's a struggle, but it's a beautiful struggle, and you're going to enjoy it. You're going to want to make a change. You're going to want to make things better. So, yes. Okay, and the last question was, if I could meet anybody in this world and spend a day with them, what was it? If I could meet anybody in this world, who would it be? I would say my go-to person, Oprah Winfrey, because she is my idol. I would just want to spend time with her, get to know her on like an individual level, and just understand how she is who she is today. That's about it. So that's my first ever Q&A. I'll do more of these. I hope this was informational in some way. You guys can comment more questions below if you want for my next video. I'll do another one. I'll post it on either Instagram, Twitter. You can follow me. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed. TNT Creations signing off. Make sure you check out some of my other videos. I don't know. I can't see. I can't tell if it's focused or not. Okay. This will just have to do.